Good evening and welcome to the Inner Circle session tonight. This is going to be about launching as a coach, becoming a profitable coach. So, whether you want to be a corporate coach, a life coach, an executive coach, whatever kind of coach, right? Across any industry, these principles apply. But before I continue, I would love to extend my heartfelt greetings and compliments of the season to anybody who is going to be under the voice of my, I mean, under the sound of my voice. You're welcome to this session. Welcome. Good to have you here. I'll just wait for a couple more persons to join and we are good to go. Okay. So once you step in, what I want you to do is drop your full name and just say something in the comments. I already know you, but just send your full name in and say something in the comment section. Um, you're all welcome. You're all welcome. Please help me and tell them that we are live. Just help me and put it down in the group that we are live. Tonight's session is something that you don't want to miss, particularly for those of you who want to get into coaching. And one thing I usually tell people is this: whether you like it or not, you're eventually going to coach. You are eventually going to coach people. In fact, you're already coaching people. Now it's up to you to monetize. Yes, Pious Wealth, welcome from Port Harcourt. Thank you for joining. So it's up to you to now monetize what you are doing and prioritize your time. But if it's for coaching, you are definitely going to coach people and you're already coaching people. So this is very important for you. If you do not understand what I'm telling you and how important it is and how, you know, lucrative this is, people are going to ride on your knowledge and they're going to get it for free. Okay? People will come and book free sessions with you. They will talk with you, they are happy, they've gotten what they want, and they will go and implement and make money. Meanwhile, you are just there giving free advice, free coaching up and down. So it's very important that you understand this so that you can flow. Okay. So now I'm going to be talking about I'm going to be talking about different things here. The first thing that I'll be talking about is launching, testing and validating your offer. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so I'm back here. This is private a private stream. So like I was saying, I'm going to be talking about I'm going to be talking about how to test and validate your ideas. And this is very important for you to know whatever field of coaching it is you want to get into, so that your ideas don't end up frustrating you. You have to test them. There is something that usually happens to entrepreneurs, to people who are into business or who are interested in business or setting up businesses. You get so you get so enthusiastic about what you're offering. You get so fascinated by your vision that you think it's going to make sense to everybody. So you run out with that excitement and then you start looking for customers. So the danger of that is sometimes it doesn't work the way it works in your head. Okay, so you may have very interesting ideas, you may have very wonderful ideas, a very good, very innocent, wonderful passion to do a particular thing. And then you think because the idea is coming, you should turn it into a coaching business, or you should launch a course on that thing, or you should host a class or something. And at the end of the day, you realize that you don't have audience for that. Okay, it's going to hurt you. So what I want you to understand is, for everything that you are interested in and you feel will benefit people, don't go launching hard until you have verified that particular thing, until you have validated your idea, until you are sure that this is something a lot of people are in need of. Okay? Now, one of the very first things that you have to do is to start out doing that particular thing for free. Okay? Start out teaching that particular thing for free. It's called beta testing. Very, 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 very important. Okay, because at this phase, a lot of people have not come to trust that thing that you are teaching. They've not come to trust who is coming from. So the only way you can validate it is to get more people to attest to the fact that you know what you are doing, and you want to do that by offering them that thing for free. Now the benefit of that is, the more people experience it at that point, the more they are able to give you feedback. So you know where to improve upon and you know what works. Okay. And then they are not just going to give you feedback, they're going to give you testimonials as well, which may be very, very, very hard for you to garner. Okay. Now, aside from that, we are talking about, you know, testing and validating. So the next step, when they must have confirmed that yes, this thing actually makes sense, that's when you should start thinking of going big on that idea or project. Okay, so you are testing it to see that it works. You are testing it to see that there's a huge possibility of getting results from the thing that you are teaching, that you are coaching people on. And then it's going to help you validate, right? And once you are sure that this thing works, the next step is to launch. This is where you start designing flyers and posting and going bigger, running ads and all that stuff. Okay? So the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is, um I know I discussed this already. We've discussed systems and structures, right? But I want to like make more emphasis on this system all over again. Okay, there's an aspect of systems that I have not touched, so that's why I'm bringing this all over again, and I'm starting all over with the systems thing. Okay, so this is it. We're going to talk about tools. Okay. Now, this is when you have launched or when you are launching. We're going to be talking about tools. Tools are, they are things that you need to make your launch effective. Devices, platforms, and every other thing that will make your launch effective and smooth. Okay. I know I discussed some of the tools the other time, and you need to launch. What are you going to be using? What platform are you going to be using for this? Is it Zoom or YouTube or whatever thing you need to integrate? StreamYard, Restream. What platform do you need? And one thing I would advise you now, if you are starting out, one thing I would advise you to do is to start out as simple as you can. Don't complicate issues for yourself. Okay? Don't complicate issues for yourself. All these big what do they call them? Click funnels and stuff like that. When you are starting out, good evening, Bright. Good to have you here. So when you are starting out, you don't want to go and start jumping on those big platforms, those big tools that you do not understand or that will take you so much time to understand. When you are starting out, keep it as simple as possible. You are still gaining trust. You are even still learning to trust yourself. Okay. So when you must have accumulated that trust, that awareness, that confidence, and when you must have generated some funds to be able to get on the big stages and big platforms and use those big tools that you have to pay premium for, then you can go for them. Otherwise, keep using the tools that are available for you. That's wisdom. Keep using the tools that are available, that are within reach. Use Google Drive, use WhatsApp, use Facebook groups, use YouTube Live, those platforms. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is automations, automation systems, and payment gateways. I'm going to be discussing these things in detail. Now, when I talk about tools, I've already told you some of the tools that I use. I use StreamYard integrated with some of my platforms. I can stream to Facebook, stream to LinkedIn, stream to YouTube, stream to. Recently, they just announced that there is now LinkedIn Live feature that you can connect your, not LinkedIn, Instagram. You can connect your Instagram to StreamYard and stream from StreamYard to multiple platforms, including Instagram. It wasn't like that before. So those are some of the tools that will make things easy for you. That's what you should be thinking. Okay. Tools, social media generally. How can I post on social media to reach more people for what I do? Okay. What are the tools that I need for visibility? What are the tools I need for reach? What are the tools I need for visuals? Now, if you want to create visuals, you can use Canva for your graphics. I don't do my graphics at all because I have somebody who does my graphic designs for me. I don't do anything graphics. But if you're looking for something that will help you, there's Pixel Lab, there's Canva, there's Photoshop, any of these things that you know how to manipulate, you can do some minimalistic designs and use them for your visuals. Now, remember that it's very important that you have amazing visuals. It's very, very important. It sells you off as a coach. If you're going to be coaching people and they look at your flyer and it's looking like where a chicken and a grasshopper just had a fight, they're going to find it hard to trust you. You see some people coming online to post flyer, make six figures in 30 days or make six figures in 5 days or less. And then you look at the flyer and you wonder, is it that this person doesn't, out of the six figures that he's making, cannot even bring out small and pay a professional designer? So that's the way people are going to feel when they look at your visuals and it's not appealing. Okay. Very important. Ensure that you're using proper visuals. Okay. Good designs. um Faith Iyane, you're welcome. You're welcome. So That's what I wanted you to know. Now, talking about automations and payment gateways, I'll be letting you in on what I use. In fact, most of what I'm going to be sharing here, they are things that I use. They are my own secrets, right? Now, under automations and payments, I want you to consider websites and landing pages. Now, if you want to build websites, there's this Disha. I don't know if you know Disha pages. Disha pages. You can just type in Disha page. I have a page on Disha, but I don't remember the last time I opened that or the last time I ever referred somebody to that page. But it's a one page website and it's beautiful. I also use Google Sites to design one page websites. The last time I did that was 2021, I guess, or 2020. Okay. So for me, it's good. It's good to have all these things, but not compulsory. Okay. It's good, but not compulsory. It's good to have a social media presence and have a website as well. But even if you don't have a website, ensure that you have a good social media presence and ensure that you are searchable. Increase your searchability, your findability, that when people come on social media and type your name to look for you, that there's a likelihood they will see you. That's one. Then two, there's a likelihood that they will see your content that makes sense. And then three, there's a likelihood that what they will see appeals to them. Okay. When people go on Google and then type your name, what's the likelihood that they're going to see you? What's the likelihood that what they see will even make sense? So you want to optimize your social media platforms, your social media, yes, social media platform. Optimize your LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever platform it is. At least your profile. At least your profile. Because sometimes people want to just know about you in a jiffy. They just want to boom, they want to just flash through. So when they are doing that flashing through, what is the likelihood that what they're going to see will not sell you off as a terrible person? Okay. So now, I've talked about websites and landing pages. So you can start now to plan for websites. You can start now to save for websites. Okay, to have your own website running in your name, maybe something like chijokotiba.com, ekenafavor.com, something like your .com website, so that when people go on that website, they're going to know basically a lot of information. They're going to get a lot of information about you. They're going to see testimonials. They're going to see how to work with you. They're going to see things that you've done in the past. Okay, so it can be a basic one page website, it can be something that is more elaborate, but what matters is that when don't mind me, I'm going to be yawning a lot. I told you I'll be teaching you heavy eyes tonight. What matters is that when people start looking for you, they're going to see something that makes sense. Okay, so Disha pages will build you a one page website. Card.co, card.co will build you an amazing website, one page website. I don't use it yet. I mentioned Google Sites. There are also others like WordPress and the rest of them. Wix too. You can build a good one page website on Wix. So that's it for that one. Now, email marketing. There are different email marketing platforms and tools that you can use. You know, things like GoDaddy, ConvertKit, um, Mailchimp, all those platforms. Use whichever one works for you and makes the work easier for you. Okay, and the ones that you understand, the one that is within your reach, and the one that you can afford at the moment. Test the different platforms if you can, and find out what works best for you, and use that. Now, um, I'm recommending to everyone here, as long as you want to get into coaching, as much as possible, you want to be exchanging mails. You want to be fetching people's mails. You want to be doing lead generation. In fact, you want to be doing traffic generation and gathering leads, quality leads, exchanging people's details for whatever you're offering. right? Maybe if a 7 page ebook or 10 pages ebook, you put it out there, people have to download, they have to drop their email, to download the book or download the course or whatever it is. Okay, so you have their mail, you can always use their mails to contact them. So at the end of the day, you want to now start setting email sequences and stuff like that. These things are not too overwhelming. To be honest, you don't even have to do all of them, right? You don't have to do all of them. When you know what you're doing and you understand the language of sales, you can sell basically on any platform. You can go organic and it will work for you. You can decide to do paid traffic and it will still work for you, as long as you know what you're doing. I have met people who did not for one day run any advert, yet they are making millions of dollars. I mean dollars, not naira. I've equally met people who tried and tried and tried and tried organically, it wasn't working until they started running ads and they started seeing profit from there. So it's a two-way thing, right? But as long as you know what you're doing and you're using the right strategy, whether you're going organic or not, you are still going to make a lot of profit. Now, um, payment gateway, right? Payment gateway. You also have to ensure that while you're doing what you're doing, you have a proper way for people to pay you, right? You have a good way for people to pay you. And my top recommended tool when it comes to payment is Seller. Yes, Seller works well for both local and international payments. Seller works well. Cheaper Cash has introduced a new feature. I've not tried it yet, but I saw it and I loved it. A feature that allows people anywhere in the world to send you money through Cheaper. Okay, so you all may know or may not know that Cheaper Cash, you can check the app on Play Store. Cheaper Cash is one app currently that I use a lot. It allows me to I have a dollar card with Cheaper Cash. Okay, so I can buy dollar through Cheaper Cash, and then I use that dollar to make my transactions, that require dollar payment or something like that, to purchase of my online courses, and so many other things that I buy online. I use Cheaper, although you have to buy the dollar at black market rate and it's really a bit more expensive. Now, there's a feature on Cheaper that allows people to send you money. So if you are doing this, I want you to have the expansion mindset, have the global mindset. Understand that you have to be ready. If a client from Trinidad and Tobago says, I'm interested in your course, I'm interested in your class, I'm interested in your one-on-one coaching, how do we go from here? What's your bill? I want to pay. Are you going to be stranded at that point and maybe start calling people and sending messages? Please, do you know anybody that has PayPal or has this? Let me know if I can. No, you have to be prepared for it. So whether you are using PayPal or you are using Paystack or you are using Momo or you are using Seller or Cheaper Cash, or you are using cryptocurrency, which is also one other fantastic way you can receive payments from an international audience, you know. So you can copy your USDT address and they send whatever it is as dollar equivalent in United USDT, right? If they understand how to trade or how to transact with cryptocurrencies. So that's another one. Okay, we've talked about payment. Just know the payment model that you want to use and the countries that you are targeting. Okay, now your marketing models. Your marketing models, I want you to start thinking big, and I want you to start thinking funnels, right? W- This coming year, add it to your strategy. Let it be part of your strategy. Plan to create a recurring funnel. This is one of the things that will make you a profitable coach. I have studied some of the most, I mean, some of the wealthiest coaches in this industry. Funnels is their biggest kept secrets. Funnels. They know how to create marketing funnels. Okay. Some of these things are quite they are not easy to learn. But if you have the interest, it's going to be fun for you creating marketing funnels. And if you can do this, trust me, a lot of coaches, particularly those outside Nigeria, I mean, those in countries that have paying power, right? A lot of those guys would want your service and they'll be willing to pay for it this coming year. I can tell you that for sure. So you should consider creating recurring marketing funnels. Okay, things that people, once people enter, maybe they are joining for a webinar, but it will now strategically, you strategically keep moving them through certain sequences, right? They've joined this webinar. At a particular point of the webinar, they are getting notified that there is a discount for them in this course, and by the time they enroll in that course, the next thing is reminding them that, okay, after this course there's a follow-up program that will benefit them, that they should enroll, and the countdown is there, it's going to expire in the next 4 days or in the next 24 hours, and they have to make decision. So this is how a marketing funnel works. It basically leads your convert, that person who is interested in your service, it leads them in and nurtures them, and then sells to them and retains them at the same time. So yeah, it's very profitable. It's very profitable. Yes, you can tweak it after creating it. When I was saying this funnel thing, I just had you in mind. I had favor in mind because I know this is the kind of thing that you enjoy. This is kind of hard work that you enjoy. So thank you for the comment. So you have to get that in your mind. What marketing model am I using? What marketing model? I discussed this the other time, when I talked about strategy. Yes, strategy. Whether you're using freemium taster courses, whether you're going to do advocacy, speak to sell, all that. I discussed it in the last session. So you have to consider your marketing model. Am I going organic? Am I trying to do paid traffic? Okay. So consider all those things. Consider all those things. If you are an organic person, if you're going to go organic, one of the things I would advise you to do, in fact, whether or not you are going organic, one of the things I would advise you to do is is ensure that you are tribing, ensure that you are building community. You may not have all the energy to keep, and you may not always be so buoyant to keep spending thousands and thousands or millions on ads, but you want to ensure that whoever you are capturing, you are keeping them close through what I call tribing. Okay, build a community for your people. That's one of the goals that you should set for yourself in 2020, for 2024 and beyond. The goal setting thing, it should be from now, not January 31st. Should be from December 31st. Should be from now. So you want to highlight these things and go do them. Build community for people who are interested in what you offer. For almost everything that I do today, there's a community somewhere for it. For almost anything you can, if it's the public speaking, I have a community. Is it physiotherapy, I have communities. Is it sales, I have community. Is it networking, I have community. Is it, what is it that you mentioned that I don't have a community for? I even have a community for women. So that's very important. Choose your marketing model, understand your marketing model, and then you thrive. Now the next one is your pricing strategy, or your pricing system, or price anchoring. How do you anchor your prices? What price is too high, too low? What price is okay? So one thing I want you to understand is nobody's in control of your pricing. The moment you leave the control of your pricing to another party, you have become powerless in the negotiation process. You are the one in control. You are the oga of your price. If you want to charge low, charge low. If you want to charge high, charge high. Okay, it all depends on you. But one thing that would now guide you is understanding what, I mean, one is knowing the value that you have, knowing the worth that you are bringing to the table, knowing your worth. You cannot charge your worth, obviously. I don't know where that cliche came out from, but you can. If you can charge your worth, you are cheap. That's what I usually tell people. But just charge something that is reasonable enough. Okay? Something that is reasonable enough, because you may be thinking that you are doing people a favor and you are charging low, but some people cannot descend that low. You lose those people. Okay? So when you are starting out, test out the offers. I usually recommend you
starting with a very fair rate. How? Check what your competitors are offering, you know in that range. Check how much people are charging for things like that, especially when you are starting out. Check how much. You can now peg it at that point. Keep getting people to experience you. Get 10 times the value they came for. Post their testimonials. Use that to build up your confidence. Use the negative feedback to develop whatever you are offering, and from there your price will be increasing gradually. So you go from 2,000 to 3,000 to 5,000 to 8,000 to 10 to 20 to 100. And you find out that people are not complaining, because you will be able to sell whatever it is based on the confidence that you have on that thing that you're offering. But you won't have confidence if you don't trust what you're offering. And trust cannot come if it has not been tested. So you need people to test it and give you feedback. Okay? So no price is too much or too low. No price is too much or too low. Don't let anybody bully you on pricing. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, your price is too high, and you believe them. No, they're just too broke to afford what you are offering. Your price is not too high. There's nothing like it's too expensive. Sometimes poverty has given a lot of us childhood traumas. Like, you see something that you love, you see maybe belt or wristwatch you want to buy, and then you ask the vendor how much is it, they say 15,000. You're like, hey, 15,000 is too expensive. Do you even know that the cost of production of that thing may be more than that 15,000? Maybe the person made a mistake, but you don't understand that part. You don't think about the energy the person who has produced it must have taken to produce it. You don't think about the number of years they've spent before they got to the point that they can buy the machine that they used to produce that particular. You don't think about all those things. All you care about is, hey, 15K is almost 1/10 of my salary, or 1/5 of my salary. Why will you be? No. You see? So, you know, no amount is too expensive. There's nothing like too expensive. You just are not able to afford it at the moment, right? So you should be able to check those things. Check your competitors, spy on them. What is this guy said? What are they offering? And how much is it? Now, if you buy an egg, if you are selling crates of egg, right? And then your neighbors in the neighborhood, they are selling crate of egg for 1,800 naira or 2,400 naira, depending on whether the egg is fake or original. So they are selling maybe 2,200, and you go and buy your own crate of egg. You want to come and start selling each crate for 10,000. They they will ask you if the chicken laying the egg, if the chicken is Merlin, you know. So you have to understand those things, right? You have to understand those things, and it will help you set your prices well. Consider different things. Consider your comfort. Consider your energy that you've put in, the work that you've put in. So even if you're going to charge a bit above what your competitors charge, you should be able to justify it. Even if you're going to charge way more than your competitors charge, you should be able to justify it. Don't undercharge yourself to please anybody. No. Especially for services, let's say one-on-one coaching. I can give you my course for free, but I cannot give you one-on-one coaching. Let's say 2 months one-on-one coaching. I'll just be doing it for free. See wetin happen. Like Father Christmas is my second name. It's not even possible. Where will I find the time? It will cripple me. It will cause me a lot of pain. I won't be able to do that. Okay? So it's a service-based coaching type of business, one-on-one coaching, because you're going to be there present. So if I give you my course, I can go and be playing football. I can go and be watching football while you are there taking the course and sweating to understand what I'm talking about. But if I am there in person, my time has to be valued and respected. So if you want to offer such coaching, you are considering a lot of factors, including your discomfort quotient. your discomfort, the energy that you have put into creating whatever you've created, the energy that you are putting into that coaching relationship. You should consider all those things. You should consider the opportunity cost, what you are leaving behind to actually offer coaching. Those are the things that will influence your pricing. Don't think like a layman. Don't just think like an average person. Oh, this Emeka charged this amount, let me also charge. No, you have to consider individuality. You have to consider yourself. Okay. Now, customer retention. I think I'll end it with this. I'm glad that we've come to the end. Customer retention strategies. Now, for every um now, okay, I didn't mention this. If you're in my inner circle, you must have heard this a lot, and that's probably the reason I didn't mention it. Um, price anchoring. When you want to create coaching programs, learn to negotiate. Learn to negotiate. Don't give people a blank, be a blunt price as their fare, right? Give them a range. When somebody comes to you and says, "Oh, I want you to coach me on this and that, how much will you charge?" Give them a range and let them know that it is depending on what they want. Now, by saying this, you've rendered their objections powerless. Someone wants to price you. See, if I'm selling Benz, right, I can tell you that this Benz that I'm selling, I have Benz. Oh, I have one of 15 million. I have one of 10. Then I have one of 8M. And then but you ask me, "Oh, sir, I want to buy Benz." I'll tell you what's the price. I'll tell you it depends on what you want. It depends on the specifications. So let's talk about what you want and see what I can do for you. So when you now come and start telling me, um, this one is what I want, this one, oh, but it's too expensive, it's too much, the price is too, I'll tell you, I have Benz of 200K, oh, it does not move. If you want that one, I can give it to you. I have Benz of 10K too. But it explodes every 7 hours. And if you are inside, you can end up in the accident and emergency of the nearest hospital. But you can still manage it. It all depends on what you want. That's the price. Okay, so learn to give a range, and then learn to make different offers, learn to give out different offers. So for me, I hardly ever get stranded when it comes to pricing. Why? I give people offers in different ranges. So I have high ticket premium offers, I have middle ticket offers, and I have low ticket offers. So whichever one your hand can reach, humble yourself and get it. So you come to me for 3 months coaching, 3 months coaching, 5 months coaching, that's all you want. That's what you want. And then you are telling me price. I tell you, okay, 500K or 400. And then you are telling me, it's too much. I cannot afford it now. Coach, please. I'm like, okay, I have a course of 2K. You can take the course. I'll give you two of my mentoring videos for free. Go and watch it with your family. You'll be happy with your life. You don't have to stress me. I don't have to stress you. It's simple. It's not a bad thing that you don't have money. Even me, there are so many things I want to afford. I don't have money for them. I will not cry. I will not go and beg them to consider me that I'm the last one in my house. That's not the way life works. So I spread those things across. So you see people that when they come and they make demands, they want your time or your service, and they are like, can I get this one? Can I get that one? And you tell them the price. Oh, this is what I offer for my coaching. This is the price. And they're like, it's too expensive. Then you go lower. Sometimes I go to the lowest. It's too expensive. You have insulted me. So let's play game now. Let's play. You want to play? Let's play. How can you be saying my coaching, my time, my energy, my effort, all the years I've invested in learning is too expensive? Come on. So no wahala. Let's do cheap. I'll tell you I have a course that is 5K, but I can give it to you for 1K, and I will give you two of my videos for free. By adding 1K and adding free in the same sentence, you already know what I'm telling you. You already know what I'm telling you indirectly. So for some people, you will now see them, they will calm down. Ah, guy, no be so now. That's not what we are. Calm down, no vex. That's not what I'm saying. This one now, okay, how about your other offer? Which one again? Say before they know, okay, we'll negotiate. Maybe it's the mid-ticket offer that they will now finally get interested in. And okay, 50K or 60, and then they're able to pay that one, and they pay, and we're all happy, right? But you see what I did there, okay? So you don't have to fight, you don't have to quarrel anybody. Just play your game right. Create offers across different ranges of services, across different price points. So anybody who is coming, the one that his hands can reach, he grabs it and he will go peacefully, or she will go peacefully. Okay? Now, I hope this is the part shaker. I'm happy to be back. Welcome. Welcome. This should be AED. You're welcome. So I hope this is clear. I hope we all got this clear, okay? So create premium offers, create assistant premium, that's middle ticket offers, maybe group coaching something, or group mentoring program. Create low ticket offers, that's 1K, 5K, 6K, 25, that kind of thing. Then, so that even when people cannot afford the one that is up, you offer that one to them, show them that one. They can't leave empty handed. Then, in fact, also create free offers, create free atmospheres of learning. So there are people who come to me, this thing, I want to learn how to learn online for free on Udemy. I need inspiration to keep learning. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I have a course that can teach you. And they're like, how much? 5,000. Ah, immediately you are typing the what's following it is, well, if you can't pay it, you can join my free community of learners. At least you can see other people accomplishing great things, and then you will stay motivated. Ehen. I know fully well that there's no way you will stay there for a while, that you won't feel like there's something missing, and you will come for that particular thing that you are running away from, just because there's money involved. So for some people, oh sir, I want to join your inner, I want you to mentor me. Please mentor me. I want you to this is just so sweet. I've been following you for 28 years. I've been reading all your posts. Sir, you've done a great job. You are doing wonderfully well. And I'm like, okay, so please mentor me. Okay, let's talk about the mentorship. But before we go ahead, I would like to inform you that my mentorship is actually paid for. And for you to be in my mentoring program, you have to pay a certain amount, maybe 50K, maybe 60K. And immediately I said that, they're like, oh no, sir, sorry. I am a student, or um I'm really, my business is doing this and that, and or just one thing like that. My child carried my money and poured water on it, and the water dissolved the money. So many things can come on, no problems. At that point, I'm not telling you, oh, no problem, I would love to mentor you, but I have certain slots reserved for people who are paying for my mentorship. But that doesn't mean that you still can't come close, right? You can still learn a lot from me, even if you're not in my inner circle program. So use this link and join this group. I occasionally post valuable content there. And you also learn from others who are posting too. So I'll copy the link to my academy, Chijokosiba Growth Academy, and I'll send. I'll copy the link to my Facebook, send. Copy my link tree, send. So go there, any free thing you see there, download, consume. Go to my Telegram channel, anything that you see that is free, download, enjoy. So with that, they may not even come back again to disturb me ever again. Some people will find what they're looking for there. They may even find life partners inside the group I added them. Wonderful. Go ahead. uh, I'm loving this. Thank you. Thank you, Faith Yani. Yeah, so some people tell you I swallowed scissors yesterday night, so I don't have money. So sometimes they will tell you touching stories. You also have to create boundaries. See, when you are starting out, you can accept some things. When I was starting out as a coach, people will come to me and they will tell me all sorts of stories, and I'll do it out of pity. After all, I'm doing what I love and I have time. So let me do it. It's not bad. There's no harm in doing that. Right. But when you get a lot busier, when you get so committed, things are going to change. It's going to be different. Okay. So people will come to me, I want to this one, I want you to coach me, I want you to mentor me, but I don't have money. Maybe when I have money in the future, after some years, don't worry, I'll remember you. And I'm like, we laugh over it, and I'm like, okay, let's see what we can do. Now, occasionally, they will just call. I'll start coaching. I'll call, coach. Every day we are going through. Next thing, the person I'm even coaching has blown. The person has gotten a lot better. The person has gotten a lot better. The person has gotten a lot better. Okay. Now, um, okay. So like I was saying, I could afford to do that then, but now it's almost impossible for me. It's almost impossible. Somebody has been calling me on my phone, on my line, for the past how many hours? Like 2 or 3 hours. I've not had the time to even pick the call. I've not had the time to go to my phone and just pick call. I'm running from here to here, trying to get things ready for tomorrow. It's not easy at all. It's pain. Even me being on this call here, Kai, it took me a lot. When I came in here and I saw only one person watching live, at the point I was like, yes, thank God. Let me just end this thing and quietly zoom out of here, you know, and quietly just go since people don't want to join. Next thing I started seeing two, three, four, and now eight. Fine. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When you are starting out, it's okay to reduce your price. It's okay to do things for the sake of doing them. It's okay to have a lot of pity in your heart and all that. But you come to a point that you must create boundaries. If not, you will die. I'm not talking about literary death. I be I don't even know which one. I'm not talking about figurative death. I'm talking about real death. People will kill you with excuses. They will kill you with begs. I be with pity parties and everything. Sentiments. Oh, somebody even had the guts to tell me that I'm still young. Why am I charging this amount of money? That is much now. And I'm still me that is even still starting. Look at the likes of so and so and so and so. You know that their own price self. My price is almost more than their own. This person that has started a long time ago, and I'm like, come on now, what are you waiting for? Jump on their boat. Go and follow them. Go and pay for their own coaching. They're even better than me. Go. If you're not emotionally guarded enough, you will fall for such things and it will trap you. You will tell somebody, oh, the price of my coaching is 200,000, and they will price you and price you and price you. They will eventually pay 5K and tell you, don't worry, when I blow in future, I'll remember you. Yeah. Never. So yeah, what I'm going to wrap up with is how to create a web of value. How to create web of value, okay? And I'm going to give you tips on what you can do to keep your customers bouncing around you. Okay? There are people that will come to you once and they will never depart again because you have other things that they need. That's one mistake a lot of people make. Never allow people to meet you just once. Never be so weak or so narrow that people only need you once, that people only approach you once, that you have only one problem that you solve for each person. It's not a bad thing, but you are leaving a lot of money on the table. So instead of just thinking of, oh, let me create a one tiny niche so that once I come, once people come to me, they pick that thing that they want and they run away. Start thinking of how to create a web of value from the different things that you already have, from the different skills that you have, from the different abilities and potentials that are within you. You can think of how to create that atmosphere that when people come in, they don't want to go. Some people are going to come to you, but they won't want to go, not because of what you are offering, but because of your smile. They won't want to leave you, not because of the wisdom that is coming out from your mouth, but because of the way you relate with people. Some people will come to you to buy your book, but they will never leave you. Why? Because when they came to buy your book, you exchange contact with them, and they notice you post valuable content on your status. So they will remain there. Nothing will make them move. Nothing will make them go to somebody else. They will remain with you, and they'll keep seeing all the things that you do. So here are some of the secrets that will help you create a web of value. Okay. The goal of this web is to keep people bouncing around in it. Now, number one is freebies and bonuses. Occasionally give free stuff. Even Bill Gates still gives free stuff. I remember in my university days, Bill Gates was running ads for a free book for students, and he was targeting. I was part of those he was targeting in that ad. Every day, download this book from Bill Gates, download this one from Bill Gates, this one in Africa, students in Africa, the other one. He kept on running ads and running. I was like, Oga, leave me alone. I don't want to download. Okay. So you can use freebies and you can use bonuses. Give discounts, give bonuses and discounts to your already existing customers. Give bonuses and discounts to your already existing customers. Okay. Are you following? Are you with me? Let me know if you're with me. Okay, now says yes, sir. Good, good. Okay. So give them bonuses, give them discounts, appeal to them, give them free stuff. Occasionally drop free content for people who are following you, for people who are in your audience, for people who have bought stuff from you. Okay, something that is free and valuable. I'm not talking about free nonsense, free and valuable. Okay, so you can also create other forms of value apart from what you're already giving. Now, see, even if you are selling Oba, you can add ebook to your Oba. That when people buy Oba, you let them know that you have ebook that they can buy too. Sometimes that increases the value that you're offering. Simply knowing that you also offer another form of value can increase the value of what you're already offering. So, as a coach, you are expected by default to have a book that you can sell as a companion to what you're offering. It's not every time that your coaching clients will have the time to spend 1 hour listening to you or call you or something. Like, sometimes some people don't even learn that way. Some people don't love learning from listening to people and looking at your faces. No, they prefer to read text. So you want to create those things in those different dimensions so that even when they know that this is what they want, they can easily readily go for it. I have somebody that, this guy was ready to pay for anything I was offering. He told me, anything at all that you have that will benefit me, just tell me and tell me the price, but put it into an ebook. I was like, which kind of yeye task is this one again? He was like, I love what you are saying, everything. Please, sometimes he will even meet me and say, this your YouTube channel, this your video, I saw it. Is the full video available? Please, can you put it into an ebook and send to me? I will pay. I'm like, oh God, don't put me in trouble. So you want me to sit down and start listening to my entire video to convert it to ebook so that I will send you and you will pay? He was ready to pay any amount. I'm serious. He works with a company, so he doesn't have time most of the time. So his best learning method is reading text. So you can imagine that kind of person. Imagine that you have like 12, 13 of those people ready to buy your book, but you are saying, oh, I'm only coaching. Come on. No. So you have to be ready to have value in other dimensions and forms. Now, you can create checklists, you can create courses, whether they are paid or free. Okay, create online courses so that even when people come to you and they're like, okay, I want you to coach me on this, but you don't have time. You will not have time all the time. Okay, the busier you get, the more you increase your one-on-one access fee, and the more you refer people to your digital products. You cannot kill yourself. Some of the things you are going to be talking and talking and talking and talking, you should have different digital products for them, so that immediately when somebody comes and say, I want this, but I cannot afford it, or this is the amount I can afford, you refer them instead. Some people will come to me, they're like, Coach CJ, I want you to coach me, I want to gain clarity. I'm like, this is the amount I charge for my clarity course. They're like, I can't afford it. I'm like, okay, you can pay this amount and I'll give you the video recording on how to gain clarity. Sometimes even without paying, I'll tell them, okay, since you can't afford it, don't worry, I'll send you a video. You don't even have to pay. It's free. But you can't have my time anyhow. It's not, you can't. You can't have my time. You can have my podcast, you can have my YouTube video, you can have my book. And the best I can do for you is to make it free. Okay, take this for free, enjoy. But for my time, to keep me for 1 hour, 2 hours, man, no, you can't. Fear God. Okay, so create value in other formats, checklists, branded items, memberships. Okay, now if you have a community, imagine that that community gives people a sense of belonging. Imagine that you create not just the community, you have the community logo, then you have insignia that you put on your on t-shirts, to identify every member of that community. Today I wore Red Cross t-shirt. I printed, they crested it for us when we were in camp, and I wore the t-shirt and went out. If you see how proud I was that I was wearing Red Cross t-shirt, I was very proud. This is the same thing that your organization will do for somebody, that your coaching will do for somebody. You can have a tee that says coached by Chijioke Otipa, and then you print it and you sell it. So some of your clients, when they book your session, you give them one t-shirt for free. The t-shirt may be 4,000 that it cost you to print. Okay, let's say 5,000, 4,000 to buy the t-shirt, 1,000 for the printing, or 1,500 for the printing. But the person paid you 20,000 for a 1 hour coaching session, live coaching, that you have to be present with the person physically. And then you go with the t-shirt and give the person. Now when they are done, they take a picture with the t-shirt or with you, and they wear that t-shirt. It's even advertising you at the end of the day. Okay, but they feel like they're getting extra value. Meanwhile, you put the price of the t-shirt, you consider the price of the t-shirt while charging them for that session.
There are some of them that you even tell them pump and plain, okay, for this session you want to have with me, it's it's 20K. But if you want an additional t-shirt that shows that you are coached by me or something like that, you're going to pay 25K. Some of them will gladly accept to pay that 25K. You know what it means? Okay. So that's it. That's it. Another thing you can use to improve your value, increase the value of what you're offering, is memberships. I talked about it already, but memberships, sign up programs, something that they have to be part of, whether they're doing one-off payment or they are paying every month or paying every week, whichever one. But that is also one of the ways you can increase the value. There are so many other things that you can do, but you just have to be creative. You have to be creative. You have to be thoughtful. You have to be resourceful. You have to be a thinker. Okay, think like an entrepreneur. Think like a business mogul. That's the way you are actually going to move forward. Okay, so I don't. I'm done with this. We're done with this topic. What is left for you is to go and implement. You'll be surprised when you register for paid programs on these things. When you randomly bump into paid programs, you'll be surprised that you may end up doing 2 hours, paying a lot of money, and you realize that okay, all these things that they're saying, we've learned them here, we've talked about them here. Coach CJ has taught you those things. So what I want you to do now is implement. If there's any place that you need further clarity, you want to ask questions, you can always ask. Okay. So that's where we'll wrap it up for tonight. Thankfully, we are done with the series on getting into coaching, becoming a profitable coach. We're done with this series. Okay. It's been an amazing time. It's been an amazing time dissecting this topic, a very lovely topic indeed. So I believe a lot of you are ready now to dive into the world of coaching and make serious impact and make money as well. So if there's any question that you have, I'll take one question. I'll take one question, if any, within the next 1 minute, if any. Or if not, then we are good to go. Merry Christmas in advance and Happy New Year in advance. So, you know, this is on a side note. This is on a side note. If you have any questions, still drop them, still ask. But on a side note, and anybody who wants to come up stage, if you want to come up stage, I'm going to drop the link. This is a link to where is it? Where is it? Okay, so this is a link to the stream, just in case anybody wants to come up stage. Bright, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. So, on a side note, it's very important for me to say this. Don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. What's going to be happening now on social media, you have to protect your brain, protect your mind from those things. People are going to be coming out to tell you what they achieved this year. It's none of your business. If it doesn't inspire you, it's none of your business. And you are not a bad person if you feel bad. Trust me, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. And some people don't even know how to share their wins, just the same way people don't know how to share testimony in church. Some people come to church to share testimony and end up making people depressed. But you know, that's life for you. They are enjoying themselves. They don't know better. I mean, they don't really know the implication of what they are doing, but they're enjoying themselves. So people are going to be coming out this end of the year. I read 199 books every month of the year. So I have read 1,000 and 1,900 books in total. Fine and good. You're going to hear a lot of those things. I made $6.9 billion in the past 6 months of the year. Thank God and thank everybody. You know, I did this, I did that, I sold this, I made this, I did that, I did. You're going to see a lot of those things. It's going to flood the internet. Okay. You have to be mentally alert. You have to be mentally strong enough to withstand that pressure. I want you to understand something. You are doing well. Acknowledge that fact. You are doing to even make out time to attend a session like this. You spend 1 hour with me or a bit more, for some people less. But for you to make out time to attend something like this, it shows how intentional you are about your growth. I didn't promise you that I'll share money here, but you are here. Okay. So, don't be overwhelmed. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't feel less of yourself because you are seeing other people shining. you know you too, you deserve to shine, and you are going to shine. Life has processes, and everyone has his or her own timeline. People's timelines are different. People are going to be posting different things. In fact, some people will even be getting engaged and getting married within these last few days, so that the pressure will be louder. But those things are good, right? Those things are good. But understand that those wins do not necessarily define success in its entirety. Some people are coming to post that they read 1,900 books in 2023. Meanwhile, shishi they don't have, kobo less. After reading, are still broke. Some people are coming to post, I made so and so amount of money. Yet all the relationships that they've had broken, shattered. Why? Because they are pursuing money at the expense of the relationships they are meant to be building. But they won't post the dark side. Everybody's going to be posting even you will post the good one. We all know these things. We all do these things. So why are you overwhelming yourself? Let everybody just calm down. Okay? Let everybody calm down and try and be happy. Favor Ekenna, you're welcome. Welcome to the stage.
Okay, yeah, good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Before you go ahead, okay, mute your mic. Good. Now, Faith said, is it compulsory to give out certificates after training? Faith, how many certificates have I given you? And how many of my trainings have you attended? It's not compulsory, my dear. It's not compulsory. When you prove to people that the value you're offering them is more than the certificate, they're going to understand why they are there. And besides that, see, all those that are offering certificates without accreditation, there's something called accreditation. If you're offering certificates, you have to be licensed to offer certifications, or you have to be accredited by a relevant accrediting body. You can't just wake up one morning, create one nonsense and call it value gain university, and then you give people certificate, bachelor of, or one random certificate, and those people will now happily go and start adding it to their CV, causing trouble for themselves. Those things that people are issuing without accreditation from relevant accrediting bodies, you are offering what is called a dummy certificate. Dummy. The value is zero. It's just joy that they will post it online and get 100 likes, 200, 300 likes. Congratulations. That's all. The euphoria is good. But at the end of the day, it's not what really matters. Sometimes that certificate can put you in trouble. You give somebody certificate for a writing class that they did not even attend. They didn't even follow through. They will now go online and post it, and then they will now use tautology and wrong grammar and all manner of abominations in English language, and announce that certificate. And it will go viral. People, and they will tag you. So to me, it's not priority. It's not like top of the list. It's a good thing if you can do. But when you're offering people certificates, let them understand that the certificate is not Harvard. It's not for them to use and apply for a job. They can try, but it's not a guarantee. It's a dummy certificate, and it's as good as a dummy certificate. That's just it. So it's not bad, and it's not special. So it's just there. I hope I'm clear. So if you want to offer certificates, go ahead and offer. But at least if you want to do that, at least be registered by the, what is it called? CAC. Get registered as a body. so that you can justify the certificate that you are giving. That okay, it's this organization that gave this certificate, and it's still not an accredited institution, but sure, we give certificates. Okay, so that's it. That's it. Um, Favor Ekena, over to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, sir. Can you hear me well enough?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everyone, and good evening, sir. So, I've been following through the session, and I must say it's been an amazing one, an awesome one. You've been here spitting facts. You've been here spitting the truth because there are lots of things flying around on the on the internet space, and when you really look at those things, you see that they are not really true, but then they sound cool, they sound true, but then they are not like they're not really true. You get? So thank you very much for all the truth, all the facts, and everything that you've been exposing us to. So I wanted to talk about you talked about funnels, you talked about email marketing, and you talked about one page websites, landing pages, and the rest of them. So I wanted to share a thing or two with everyone where they can easily, know how to start from, or where to start from, or where to go and do all of these things. Because most of these services are paid for. For instance, if you want to create a website, if you are going to pay someone, you should at least have around 150,000, 100,000 naira. I mean, lowest, right? That you are going to use to create that site. Even if you're going to create it yourself and you have to buy hosting domain names, you should have at least 40, 41, 42,000 naira, but then there are places, there are sites where you can go and create these things, and you don't really have to spend that much. Even I dare say you only have to you don't even have to spend zero. Do you get? Like you only spend zero naira to do these things, right? But then you will not compare them with the websites that somebody spends hundreds of thousands of naira to build. Okay, so there's this software. I've used it a lot. I still use it now. This software called Systemy.io. It is a marketing software. You can use it to create your one-page website. You can use it to create your landing pages. You can use it to run email marketing. It is an all-in-one software. You get? So if you are someone here and then you are asking yourself, how do you get to start all this? You now have a place where you can go over to do these things. And it's quite easy to use. I mean, you can watch a few YouTube videos to know how to do these things. They're not really as hard as it may seem in the beginning. You get? So yeah, systemy.io. Thank you. So there you can be able to collect leads, create opt-in pages. Opt-in pages are the kind of pages that you create to collect people's name and email, like people's contacts, name, email, phone number, whatever it is that you need to collect from them. It's called an opt-in page. So there you can create an opt-in page, a sales page, a thank you page, and equally create email campaigns for these people that you collected their, like for these leads. They are called leads. Sorry, I'm trying to use the basic words that I can use, so I'm sure that everybody is flowing and following. So you can use the email the email marketing side of that particular platform to equally email these people that you collected their emails. You get? So it is an all-in-one marketing tool. I wanted to share it with everyone so that we can easily, start these things, because it is a good thing to listen. It's a good thing to hear, pay attention and listen. But then it is a greater thing for you to actually start doing these things, because in all honesty, everything you are hearing tonight is going to be a waste if you don't do it. Really, if you don't do it, and you may even starting is going to be quite confusing. That's the truth. Um, it's going to be challenging at first, but then as you get to start understanding all of these things, you get. I remember when I used to wonder what the heck they mean by saying funnels. Like I'll look at the funnel in my home. I'll be like, what is this funnel that you're talking about on the internet? Is it this funnel that I'm seeing here? But then after a while, I started to understand these things, and I can give you a very short funnel that you can use to sell your products, your digital services. I can just give you a short funnel mapping. So it can go like this. Um, let's say you have a free stuff that you want to give to people, right? You can use a free resource. It can be an ebook, a free video, it can be a free audio, it can be anything at all, a free class, right? You can use free or you can use very low ticket. I love to use very low ticket, I myself. Afterwards, I'll tell you why. So you can use a free stuff, a free resource, and then you set up an opt-in page. It's just going to be an opt-in page that has a headline, a sub-headline, and a bullet point. Let's say three bullet points, right? And then you now see your email, name, and button. Let me explain well. The headline is going to be a catchy headline that would, that would make them, like, that would tell them what they're about to do. You get, maybe learn how to write ABCD in 30 minutes. I'm just giving an instance. And then the subheading can be there to better explain what that is about. And then the bullet points can be there to just give them a quick overview of what they're actually going to get from getting that free resource. You get, then tell them to fill in their emails and their name. It's important, emails and name, right? And then once they are done filling it in, they click on the button and it takes them to that free resource. Now, if you want, there's something that I normally do. I've done it twice and it worked out for me. When they are done filling in this email and name, you can redirect them to another page. It's called a pre-sale page. Another page that tells them something like, okay, this free ebook or this free video is on its way to your email right now, right? But before you go, I want to show you this. So you now give them another offer. So let's say you're using a free video. So after they must have inputted their names and their email to get that free video, the next page can tell them something like that this free video is on its way to their email, right? But before they go to their email or before they leave this page, that you have something else to show them. So you can now give them your low ticket offer. So it can be low tickets from 1K to 5K. That's like low tickets, right? So you can give them your low ticket offer right there and then. Of course, not all of them will buy, but some of them are going to want to look through that low ticket offer and then they will buy. You get. And anything you're giving people for free, really, you should tailor it in a way that they're going to get value, right? It's going to be valuable to them, but they should equally need your paid stuff to make, like, for that information to be very useful for them. I mean, it's useful, but then they would need your paid stuff for that information to be extremely useful for them. You get. So that way it is all going to draw them back to your paid thing, maybe your low ticket offer or your high ticket offer, whatever it is you get. So it's just like that. Once they get your paid thing, you can now show them the thank you page and then bring them into a group or into a community and urge them to go check their emails for the free stuff they already wanted to as, they already opted in to get. You get. So I said earlier that I normally use I normally use a low ticket offer for my lead magnet, right? And the reason I do this is that it is it is about economics. It is about using something that can pay for my ads. Because of course I'm very big on ads. If you know me, you know that I'm very big on ads, very big on Facebook ads, right? So when I use this low ticket stuff, this low ticket product, it can be 2K is my sweet spot, 2K 25 is my sweet spot, right? So let's say in a full day, I'm spending 4,000 naira or 3,000 naira on ads in a full day, and then I'm using this low, but then it's going to be very valuable. That's the thing. I'm going to overload it with value, right? So I'm using 2K or 3K or 4K to run ads. Now in a full day, if I have two, three people buy that stuff, I have broken even and even had a few profits. You get. So what it does is this: it provides me with the money to keep running ads. So you can see my ads, like, let's say, for a period of 2 months, and then you'll be wondering, how is this guy even paying for this ad? But then it's just that every single day I get two, three, four people that are paying for this thing, and what they are paying, them paying, them paying for that particular low ticket offer is now giving me money back to be able to run that particular ad. So where I am profitable is after they must have paid for it. Of course, I'm still going to have to offer you something that is going to be higher. You get, so it is technically it is a free way to get clients, even though you're running ads. It's a free way to get people back, like buying your other stuff, even though you're running ads. It's a free way to get customers, right? It's just like the ads, like the product or the ads paying for itself. You get, so I tried this particular one. I've tried it, I think twice or once, right? And that was the ending part of this year, and it worked out fine. So I'm looking into tweaking that particular funnel, making it be optimized in a way that it's going to blow up next year. So I wanted to share with everyone these few things, and I'm hoping that you got value from it, and that it's going to be very valuable to you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. CJ. Thank you, everyone. It's an honor having to speak to you all tonight. Thank you very much.
Was that not fantastic? That was really good. That was really good. That was really, 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 really good. So, Favor, um, I think we're going to have to do this, and I'll hold you responsible for this. So, or hold me accountable for it. But we're going to do this. Um, just let me know what it's going to take to, if it's going to be too much of a work. But I want us to have this conversation again. I want us to have this conversation again in a more detailed manner, so that everyone's eyes will be opened. I learned a lot even from what you were saying now. I picked a lot from it, and I used to think system.io was a complex tool, but from what you said, I think I'm going to give it a try. So we'll have this conversation again. And I really appreciate the depth of insight that you've brought in here tonight. I appreciate that. I'm sure that people who have joined in, they have benefited a lot from this, and anybody who's going to watch the replay will also benefit from it. So yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm really proud of you. Thank you. So we'll call it a night. We'll call it a night here. Um, and see you all when I see you. Go and do amazing things and get ready for 2024. It's another day in your calendar, but get ready. So well done. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night rest, you all.